that to happen, and it was very cleverly done here with the water. And I see one thing here, we can have a trapdoor in here as well.
So you're not going to
to
build the
make it
fucking
even
thing?
a little bit more stable. I don't think. Original design, another station was here. Now, there were some clever and tricky things to do with pathfinding, but yeah. So first of all, in the original design, we had a full slab there, or half slab. That doesn't work. We need to give them proper pathfinding. So by adding this trapdoor here, we enable the pathfinding to these outer two stations.
So basically, for fuck's sake, that would have just been a waste of time to watch. Thanks for that, Doc. No, it's not alright. You fucked me about. Come back. Go away. Oh, for fuck's sake. 1.14.4 Iron Farm. There we are. We'll sort some shit out for this. Right. Where do I want to put this? I feel like it should go over here. YouTube Premium can suck on my dick hole. Oh, 2 skippable ads. Why? Why? It'll just make me turn.
And those packs of 3 villagers need to be at least 10 blocks apart from each other, so they won't interfere with each other. Additionally, the villagers would also only spawn iron golems. Where the iron golems can spawn, then immediately happens, of course, that they spawn there. So that's a bit of a problem. But yeah, just don't place anything 7 blocks below and also not above. Iron golems, no problem. With the spawning platform here at the top, so since the iron farms got reworked, a really small spawning platform is enough. But they still benefit from making it larger. Also tried around, for example, with a much smaller spawning platform.
Oh, let's just do Doc M's other video, for fuck's sake.
Hello, this is TechMan88, and I've got a new, very simple iron farm. It doesn't use any redstone, like I've seen on some other farms.
So,
hello, this is TechMan88, and I've got a new, very simple iron farm. It doesn't use any redstone, like I've seen on some other farms. It uses some of the just gameplay mechanics and line of sight mechanics to get these guys to bob in and out of the view of the zombie. Because they need to bob out of the view to work and sleep. So like if I go to...
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So the golems around the villagers could spawn in a 16 by 16 area, and...
If I go to nighttime, you can see these guys eventually can sleep just when they bob down far enough. So if I go as like the zombie, well, he's not facing the right direction, but you can see that this red box there, imagine a point right at the center of that. That's getting blocked by this piece of carpet, which is just about the right height when they're bobbing up in that water. So additionally, and I've seen this on other farms before, when these guys are sleeping, they can see the zombie and get woken up. So these will work 24 hours a day. Below these beds, because so that's why it's a glowstone, and that also keeps this lit up. So the dimensions on this are quite important. These these villages are 7 blocks away from the zombies, so that's block 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then they're on the 7th block. And I did try to have them at 8 blocks away, but really there's no benefit to that. 8 is the maximum, but if you do that, then some of these guys, I think the guys over here, they're just like a little bit farther than 8 blocks, and they wouldn't see the zombie. So yeah, I just went back down to 7. I had also tried having these things on all 4 sides, like I would have beds way over.
What? How? Why is this so hard to find? Like, do this. Place a block here.
And yeah, to make it even a little bit more stable, I don't think I have one in there already. Let me see. Yeah, I don't think there is one already. Okay,
Well, I'll tell you
yeah,
what we need to
set
do
it up
first
already, so
is set up a villager breeder.
So
We'll do that first. Is this an actual tutorial or is it people? Fuck me.
What's going on, everyone? My name is Impulse, and today I have a tutorial for you for an infinite villager breeder that requires 0 redstone to build. It's going to produce up to 12 villagers per hour and can also double as a passive carrot or potato farm. But before I jump into the tutorial, let me explain how this works. Let's jump right to the tutorial. There's a timestamp on screen right now that you can go ahead and just forward the video and get right into it. There's also a link in the description to a world save if you want to use that for reference as well. So, how does this work? Well, with the Minecraft Java update to 1.14, villager breeding mechanics changed quite a bit. Villages now rely on beds to control the population instead of doors like it did in the past. So in order to get our villagers to breed, they need to believe that there's a bed available for their offspring. In addition to that, the villagers also need to have food in their inventories to be willing to breed, and they need to be able to sleep in a bed themselves. Once they breed, they'll consume some of the food in their inventory, meaning that eventually they're going to run out of food and stop breeding. This design makes sure the breeder villagers always have food in their inventory by having a farmer tend to a farm and share the food with them. For this design, I'm using a carrot and potato farm designed by Logical Geek Boy to supply the breeders with that food. There's a link in the description for his video on that. I suggest you check that out. And for the breeding cell, I've used a concept by Rayworks, which allows the breeders to sleep and return to a 1x1 cell on top of a fence post, which is going to ensure that the babies are separated out and not claim a bed in the village for themselves. So by connecting these two designs together, what we have here is an infinite villager breeder, which is going to produce up to 12 villagers per hour. And since the breeders receive more food than they can actually hold, you can store that food for yourself and have yourself a nice little passive carrot and potato farm. So now that I've explained the mechanics, let's go ahead and just jump into the tutorial. All right, so let's get started. First thing you want to do is mark out the area that you're going to build this in, and you need about a 21 by 21 space. You can see it's kind of in a diagonal or a diamond pattern here, and also a 3 by 3 area that's going to be hanging off one of the sides. You can choose which side you want, of course, doesn't matter. And yeah, whatever works best for you. So this is...
I'm going to pause that for now while I just create the platform we're going to actually build this on. Fuck me, I didn't hear him because I don't have my headphone on that ear. Okay, so that is the platform that we are going to build our villager from. Don't know why I am so French.
In the village for themselves. So by connecting these two designs together, let's go ahead and just jump into the tutorial. All right, so let's get started. First thing you want to do is mark out the area that you're going to build this in, and you need about a 21 by 21 space. You can see it's kind of in a diagonal or a diamond pattern here.
Okay. We can do this. We can do this. We can be productive in a video. And then we'll go shoot some boys in PUBG. That's what I plan on doing. Born to die. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh wow, look at this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One, 2, 3, 4. Well, there we are.
And also, it's kind of nice to have so you can see in, but these can be solid if you like. Use solid blocks, doesn't have to stand on top. He's not. I like to start from the center of the farm here, and we're going to start with putting a slab down. And then from there, we're just going to go 9 out on each side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
And then you can kind of make a T pattern off of that, and just do that in all 4 cardinal directions. Once you have that done, go ahead and move that center of the farm here, and we're going to start with putting a slab down. And then from there, we're just going to go 9 out on each side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
And then you can kind of make a T pattern off of. that corner here, it's basically where that T was, just off the edge of the T, and then you skip one block and you put one there as well, and then you do that on all 4 sides. And when you're done, it should look just like this. Next up, we're going to start putting in our water.
Okay. And then we need some glowstone or some shite like that, looking at it.